Ubongism.
Mr. Blue. This is a safe space for everybody. I'm good. I'm good. How you doing, man?
I dig. How are we now?
What is we day fine? Or chilled? It's been raining.
How's
It's been raining all day in Manchester.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's been raining. Like it's not. I can't say it's very cold compared to your region. It's cold here, but it can't be as cold as where you are right now.
I mean, be on the lookout for Nairamalio.
Man, that man should be somewhere in Peckham. Can't be anywhere near my zone. My zone is a very safe space, and we don't even entertain touts in Manchester.
I want to ask.
So you know Thompson, Abi?
Maybe if I see a picture, my name. Okay. It's been ages, man.
Yeah, true.
Hi, Thompson. Welcome to this safe space.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, really dumb. Yeah, what's the issue with Nairamalio? I want to ask, please. What is this issue?
Wait, Thompson, your audio they distant. Yeah.
Come closer to the mic.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, but you see they somewhat distant. Like you use your headset, Abi?
Yes, I use my headset.
Speak close to the mic or something.
Okay. What about now?
It's manageable now, yeah. Ubon, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can hear him. You know, we don't have a producer yet. Now we the one mixing and mastering the recordings.
Okay.
Yeah, it's much better now.
Yeah, it's better.
So, Chris, what would you name this podcast?
I'm calling it the unknown podcast, actually. For lack of a better name. The unknown podcast, where we just talk about anything and everything football.
Stop, yeah, football.
Yeah, you know.
But are we going to be covering other leagues or just EPL?
So, majorly we'll be discussing EPL. Okay. Then definitely we'll talk about UCL. You know.
Okay. Yeah. It's Champions League.
And then based on one or two Nigeria affiliates, we can touch on Italian League, Napoli.
Okay. Yeah.
You know,
our players. Yeah.
Bundesliga. You get.
Yeah, that's
Boniface and.
It's not Boniface. Boniface. That's how we call him, man. Boniface.
Then the what's it called? Messi and Ronaldo debate might still probably continue with Inter Miami.
Just that I don't have any alliance.
You don't?
I don't have any alliance. I've not forgiven Messi and Barcelona for what they did to Arsenal Champions League final. So I can't stand, and I can't also stand Ronaldo for what he did to Arsenal in the Champions League final with Man U. So I'm still holding that against both of them.
The God should have faded away by now, because it has been too long now.
Say it's too long. Those men made me cry. They caused me pain. It made me cry. So no love lost, no love found. So no alliance.
No, Arsenal don't make you cry since now. You're not supposed to be those boys.
No, those boys they hurt me most when it matters. But Messi is still the greatest of all time. That's it. I just dropped that there. I just leave that.
Arguably.
That's for you. Don't have to speak for everybody. That's for you.
Yeah. That's
you see what's happening today in Iran, right?
Yeah. That's I just saw the video online. Like
that's being a goat.
If Messi goes to Iran, he's gonna do the same thing now.
Obviously, it's not in the same pool.
He's gonna do
even in Argentina. Yeah, the love for Ronaldo is almost as equal as Messi.
Did you see Messi in did you see Messi in America? He's going to do same thing. It's basically it's that cult followership. If Messi goes to Iran, you still get that.
What's his name?
Reception.
If Osimhen goes to America, the same thing.
Nah, please, I won't take that. That's like an insult.
I want you to understand how kids imbibe the whole Ronaldo thing. It wasn't just football.
So
it was.
So are you saying Messi does not have that followership across board?
He does, yeah. But with Messi, it's more football than his entire lifestyle. With Ronaldo, it's lifestyle. It's fashion. It's
fashion because
it's he produces fashion. It's because he produces
boxers.
It's physique,
perfume.
It's
that's it.
Yeah,
God, come on.
He's a fashion god now.
Come on.
That's everything.
But the
on and off the pitch.
But the legacy of Messi transcends all areas of life. That's it.
As it pertains to football. Bro, that's all.
Football is life. Football is life.
It's a very weak argument.
What endears? First of all, when you see Ronaldo, what do you think about first?
It's a brand.
It's not brand. It's football that comes to your mind. It's
CR7.
First thing you hear is when you think Ronaldo. First thing you hear is Siu. What does Siu with? It's football.
See, when I think of Ronaldo,
right now, you see
a perfect brand.
You see people pull out the Siu celebration in basketball,
exactly,
football, everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, because he has that one celebration that he has. Even Rashford does the get sense celebration. Everybody does the get sense celebration right now. So that's it. You learn. Everybody
with that is lifestyle. It's not even football celebration.
Rashford is it's just once you have something that sticks for you. If Messi comes up now and just look at what's his name, Jude Bellingham. Bellingham is up with his own celebration now. And a lot of footballers will start picking that up and start doing that same celebration.
Underline that footballers.
I don't think so.
You don't
footballers.
Think so? I don't think so.
It's just football is influencing. It's not influencing outside the football space.
So tell me how it's influencing, how the Ronaldo brand is influencing others outside the football space. What are they doing that makes you think it's influencing? Because it's Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I feel I'm being ambushed on this podcast. That's the reason. You guys are saying
the brand is everything.
Because
everything lifestyle, everything
lifestyle,
outside football and within football.
Outside football, how? Like how?
That's what we call real influence.
What are influence? What are we seeing that is different that is outside football? It's the same thing. Even Messi will still drive that followership even outside football, but it still will be tied to when you mention Ronaldo. It's still football that comes to your mind. You don't consider
players
Ronaldo the model, Ronaldo the boxers brand, Ronaldo the perfume brand, Ronaldo the men's kids care brand. It's football. That's the first thing. Football.
Yes.
Okay. You heard my wife now. She just said yes now. I got one support.
I see you married a Messi fan. Well, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
No.
So basically, if you think about the core, it's who has the power to influence deeply. Football or not.
No, what I'll just say is Ronaldo has been able to leverage on the football brand to penetrate other aspects to explore other aspects basically, which obviously has translated into more followers, translated into huge financial numbers for him. I'll give it up for him for that, because Messi doesn't look like aside football, Messi doesn't look like the television guy, the guy that will be face after his football career ends. He's just going to be a football exec, business exec, just behind, appears charity games, appears once in a while to just say one or two things about football and go back. It's not always going to be in your face like Ronaldo is always going to be. Ronaldo was made for the cameras. He would always be in your face. He would always say things. He would always do things outside of the round leather game. That's why I'd say yes, he's been able to leverage on his brand to penetrate other aspect, like you said, lifestyle, to enter into other lifestyle. Which yes, give it up. He's managed the brand very well. Messi has just outsourced the managing of his brand to other people to help him leverage on that. Which honestly, yeah,
it's nice to see you. You finally came around.
I'm not coming around. I still maintain that Messi is the greatest, is the GOAT, is the main GOAT.
No, people. I see this argument as still being sentimental.
Sentimental how? How sentimental how?
You are just trying to how would I put it? Trying to bend the image of Ronaldo, but Ronaldo is a football god. He's an idol.
And Messi is what? Messi is an Orisha. Is he a god?
Let's get back to the program of the podcast.
Okay, moving on.
The whole Messi Ronaldo talk would never end.
It will never end, obviously.
It will never end. But that's the fun of the game still.
Yeah.
So we're going to kick off with the terrible defeat that Manchester United, Old Trafford, 20 games undefeated record.
Sadly, to think I was at Old Trafford on Saturday. And
you were?
Yeah, I was at Old Trafford on Saturday, and you guys embarrassed yourself. It was so sad. I pitied the fans. I pitied the fans that had to pay to go and watch that game because it's just annoying. It was just, and they weren't even as mad as I thought they would be mad.
No, we're not mad. That's the thing. I wasn't even mad after that game. Yeah, and that's because we know a game against Brighton is not an easy fixture, and then we know also that we are mad with lots of injuries. And so we're not expecting a miracle. Right? Yeah. Rasmus Højlund has not settled in just yet.
Yeah.
We can't expect him to do wonders on the pitch. We don't have Anthony. We don't have Sancho. We don't have Varane. We don't have Luke Shaw.
But what difference did Anthony have made in that game? Nothing.
For me, the team is lacking chemistry. We don't have that again. The Manchester United we know, the Manchester United playing now, they don't play with that boldness, that swagger anymore.
Yeah.
But do you even think if United had all their fit players, they will still be able to put up anything?
Yeah, I think so.
Of course, no.
Is Anthony a complete player?
No. See what that does to us now. That takes Bruno out of position, right? And Bruno out of position cannot function the way he used to, and so we have the forward being disconnected from the midfield.
And sadly enough, the guy you clamored for didn't do anything. He was one of the scapegoats of the game.
Who's that?
McTominay. He was not in that game at all. He was fine. Nowhere in that game. He was just a passerby. He was never in that game. And I also think what's his name again? The AI Pep. He really needs to look at his talent ID. That's that Ten Hag. He needs to look at his talent ID, like how he spots his talent. Like I don't know if he's trying to build like a Dutch team with United, but they really need to look at
how many Dutch players do we have in United currently? What's this Dutch propaganda?
You either have I'm not saying
how many Dutch players do we have?
Players who have once time in their life played in the Dutch league.
Yeah, but that's like
he's trying
majorly what all managers
he's just trying to be fab. He needs to expand his talent ID outside of that zone. Like just leave that Dutch league thing and leave that.
It's not even the Dutch league. It's players he knows and players he has worked with.
Then why not expand your talent ID to start looking at talent that you can source that would fit and can deliver your system? Because
did he not get
from all I've seen,
Chelsea?
All the players
Mason Mount.
They can't mount as.
I'm just saying.
They can't.
He got Mason Mount. He hasn't worked with Mason Mount before, so
Mason Mount,
that's that.
Mason Mount's first loan day was in the Dutch league. Yeah, he played in the Dutch league.
You're saying this. You're forgetting the fact that Manchester United in the transfer market, we are trying to do some business, but due to the takeover challenge we are having, the funds was not there.
So you are saying money does not have money?
No,
that's not it.
So what are you saying now?
Everyone is trying to slander Manchester United.
Glazer, you ask for players. Glazer give you money. You put 85 million on Anthony.
This is pure slander.
You ask for Mason Mount. Glazers give you money. You paid. Onana 50M. You drop. So what other players did?
We needed Harry Kane and Declan Rice. We needed Harry Kane and Declan Rice, right? But we needed Harry Kane and Declan Rice.
Please don't you don't have money to buy the.
We were also linked to Victor Osimhen. We got a quote.
This is getting funny. Now you're being
we got a quote. We got a quote from Napoli.
Is it a product?
All players are. We got a quote from Napoli, but we couldn't follow through because of that takeover issue.
See, and you also need to understand. You also need to understand that what Glazers are trying to do right now is to beat up Man U's evaluation up before they sell, and they're not going to sell Man U for cheap. For the very fact, I wouldn't even tell Man U to go for Harry Kane because you're going to be dealing with one of the most difficult persons to ever you don't want to deal with. You're going to be dealing with Danny Levy. Danny Levy is not going to sell to Man U.
We don't even. It wasn't feasible.
To any English team.
Harry Kane's deal wasn't feasible.
Because Danny Levy will not sell to you, and even if he wants to sell to you, he's going to make it extremely difficult. This is somebody that Sir Alex Ferguson said is the most difficult person to ever negotiate with.
Yeah.
So you don't even want to. In fact, the people right now that I put in my black books when you are trying to deal with in the Premiership, I used to think Danny Levy was top. Brighton, another team that are coming up like that would squeeze whatever.
The Caicedo deal was a very difficult one.
That's the thing, and I was very happy Arsenal got Declan Rice earlier, because if Arsenal had waited for Chelsea to sign Caicedo before they go for Declan Rice, West Ham would have sold Declan Rice for about 130 million pounds, because they would have seen that deal, because that was the benchmark, and that was what Brighton used to sell Caicedo. Like, look at Declan Rice, it went for 105. We're not going to sell him more than, and it's just outrageous, because Caicedo is not a 120 million pounds player anytime, any day, every day.
Neither is Declan Rice.
Yes.
Neither is Declan Rice.
It's just it's that they're never 100, because it's just the market, the valuation, it's not. I can't say that it's inflation, because it's just the valuation of these players and how the market is right now. Because when you're looking at Jude Bellingham, Madrid paid over 100.
I think 105
for him.
Yeah.
So obviously you're placing it based on that mark, and that's the same thing that happened with Antonio also, when Ajax sold him for 85 million pounds. Other teams were willing to sell their wingers at that point in time. We're benchmarking it based on Anthony. Like, we're not going to sell. Look at the price for Anthony. If you're not going to pay that kind of amount, we're not going to sell to you. It's just what the market is. And if you don't, the one thing in the market is, if you don't move fast, if you wait, you might end up and you lose out. Okay, yeah. The Anthony deal. So the Anthony deal actually influenced the sale of Modric, because Shaka Donetsk said, Man, you paid 85 million pounds for Anthony, so we're not going to sell Modric for anything less than 100. And I'm very happy, because right now it's looking like a bullet. Arsenal dodged one big bullet, because I used to think Modric the system was not right, but it just seems that there's something wrong with that young man. It's not really about the system.
I think he should take a break and work with himself, I think, psychologically, because I don't think he's 100% fit psychologically. Because if you see where the guy plays, he plays well actually, but so little mistakes. Did you watch the Bournemouth game?
Yeah, I watched the Bournemouth game.
Come on, more than 5 times. The guy was just messing up anyhow. I don't really know.
Because it's the same thing.
I don't know if you recall where Rashford was having this issue. He works on himself. I think this guy should work on himself.
Maybe we need to see a psychologist, because I even watched the England's game with England and Ukraine game, and it was still the same thing. Any ball he gets, he was trying to beat Kyle Walker with speed. I'm like, this guy is one of the fastest defenders you want to take on with speed. At times, and that was what got him injured in the game, that they had to take him out because he was trying to run with the ball, then he slipped. Then he couldn't continue the game, then they had to take him out.
I think he just needs time.
Well, how much time? Do you think Pochettino has that patience, or the Chelsea fan base has that patience to give him a good run of 5 games, starting back to back?
The core job of a winger is to beat the fullback. That's the core job of a winger.
Yeah.
And his style of game is his speed. That's his own advantage. So you won't judge him for wanting to use that to beat the defender. Right? Beat the defender, cross the ball over. That's his gameplay.
Yeah.
Beat the defender, come inside the box, shoot. That's the gameplay, basically. But I feel like the entire Chelsea team is not coordinated, right? They are mostly just unfit pieces, all just plugged together. And so what you're having is inconsistency in every game.
Yeah,
because they don't have that bond. That chemistry is not there.
I still don't know what was Pochettino's game plan though, because I've not still seen a defined structure of how he wants the team to play.
He will need time. Same thing happened with CTH. They had to try different things before he found his first 11.
And I still say the same thing, that all this shopping spree that Chelsea have been going on, did the coach really have a hand in it, or is just the owners just trying to go into the market and buy every young shining thing that they see?
It didn't.
Talking about Chelsea's market spree, Chelsea did some signings that I was so surprised. Cole Palmer, number 1.
So I don't know the agenda behind that.
Chelsea has Madueke, who plays that left wing. They also play Sterling at that same left wing. Maybe getting Cole Palmer.
Maybe the plan long term is to play Cole Palmer behind the striker or play an attacking midfield role, because it seems to he can play a variety of roles across the front 3. So we'll see what Pochettino will make.
Chelsea is playing Ugochukwu.
Yeah.
Playing Gallagher and Enzo. If you watch the Bournemouth game, Gallagher was the only player I can see in that midfield. Enzo was nowhere to be found. £115 million.
Because I was thinking the initial plan is to push Enzo forward. And if Ugochukwu is playing, Ugochukwu obviously can just be the deep line and just sit and mop up.
Impossible.
That's
impossible.
While he allows Enzo and...
That cannot work.
Ugochukwu cannot play that role.
Now, did you watch the Arsenal game? You see what the players was playing?
Yeah.
That's ready for Arsenal. Declan Rice has brought balance to that Arsenal midfield. He's an anchor to that midfield. He controls the game. Whenever Arsenal is in possession, Declan Rice controls the game. I don't really know the stats, but I think if passes in that game, I think Declan Rice will have more passes than Odegaard in that game.
Because Chelsea fans still, they just feel like Enzo playing deep line, you're wasting him. Because Enzo plays like Jorginho, sits back and orchestrates the game from the midfield.
Yes, that was the few games Enzo played for Chelsea earlier on when Chelsea bought him. That was where he was playing.
Yeah, that's where his best fit, because he can control the game, control the tempo, spray passes. Yes. But Chelsea fans feels he can offer more if he goes forward. But he doesn't feel like he can offer it in the short term. In the long run, if he consistently plays that, and he doesn't look like he has the strength to play box to box.
Yes, he doesn't have the strength.
I don't think he has that tank.
What's the like of Bruno, Odegaard? You see them. They have that passing ability. They can drive. They have strength to move box to box.
No, Odegaard is like the trigger for Arsenal's press.
Yes, they can also create goals.
Yeah. But I don't think Enzo has that kind of energy.
Let's not forget it took Arteta 5 years to get here.
4 years, please. Don't add 4 years. 4 years of his own players. Now he has his own players. He doesn't have any excuse again.
It took him 5 years to get here.
Same thing it took.
His own players or not. It took him 5 years to get here.
Same thing it took also.
Exactly. So we must not, expect miracles from Pochettino or even Teghan. I mean,
but you need to understand that these clubs, they operate in different climates.
That's the thing, because they are top four big clubs. You expect results.
Chelsea does not operate in. We'll give you unless the new owners change. But the Chelsea we know does not operate in. We'll give you time, do your thing, build and groom, and come up with planning for the long term. Arsenal from day one, they had the plan of trust the process. We're building something, and this season has to be the season where you deliver something, because obviously you've been building, we've given you money, you just need to deliver. There's no excuse anymore.
Oh, I don't think that's even what the new owner thought. I don't think that's what Todd is about, because you see them bringing in untested young players, so they're trying to build from scratch. They're trying to build for the long term, and so I'm sure they're not bothered about where they finish on the table this season, right?
Okay.
They're not. Because, you can't be bothered about that, and then you bring in Cole Palmer, it's like, and then he's starting. He's not even a bench player, he's coming in as part of the coach's plan for the team, and that's not a short-term fix.
He scored Arsenal in the community shield now. That's why they bought it. Cole Palmer, he scored in the community shield. That's why.
That's what shot his valuation up now.
What do you guys think about the Sebi though? The Sebi and Brighton.
I think
they would have a top 4 finish this season.
Top 4. That's a big call.
If everything works together, if injuries are not in play, if they continue to play the type of football they're playing currently. So these guys have no fear. There's no amount of fear in them.
I know. I won't say top 4. I would say top 6. I would say top 4 because there's a team with these big clubs. Today they'll be playing where there's a particular reason they will go unbeaten for a long while. So you see why Brighton is a team. I don't think they are consistent. This is the early days of the league, I know, but you will see time to time they will just give up. Now they are also playing Europa League, so you will see they have players too. Brighton have players, not even fatigue, because if you look at their squad, look at the up front, they have replacement. They started well back. They also have Ferguson. They also have what is it called? Pedro. What's their wingers? They have replacement in almost all areas that is on the pitch. But
yeah, I think a very deep squad.
Yes, they'll struggle. They have Jean Pedro. The other guy that scored the third goal. They'll struggle.
They still have Ansu Fati. So yes. I get what you're saying. But your top 4. What do you think your top 4 would be?
Newcastle also. I don't think Newcastle will make a top 4.
So Newcastle will make top 6. That's a given.
Why would you say they won't make top 6?
That's a given. Now last season was a fluke. Now come on.
I feel Brighton will replace them in top 6. I'll go with what Thompson says. I think Brighton will replace them in the top 6 because De Zerbi, he's one that sets up his team to play the same way he's been playing. Because right from his days at Atlanta, still at Shakhtar Donetsk, this is kind of football his team set out to play. Pass the ball, high press, keep the ball playing goalkeeper, penetrate you, string passes across board, move your players up and down. and find that opportunity. That's always been their plan. And the good thing is they've been able to identify players that can work for a system. And Brighton, I just feel with Potter there previously, he sort of laid that foundation because the players were comfortable playing the ball. So De Zerbi just took it to a whole new level for the guys there. And if you could not play, if Potter was managing you, De Zerbi just took you out. For example, Sanchez was never going to work with De Zerbi because even though he tried as much as possible to use his foot, he just wasn't good. And they brought in this new guy still. So the players already knew how to move the ball, how to play the ball. But De Zerbi just came and he's using positional play brilliantly. Like, the guy is good, but there's still question mark in regards to if he would be able to coach a top team. Because we can't deny the fact that there are coaches who would thrive with the smaller middle team, and when they get the step up to the big team, they just falter.
Managing big players and all.
They can't really manage those egos. They can't really manage those big guys. But when they're with the small guys, so I just feel they would because I feel same thing with Newcastle. Newcastle last season making the Champions League, they overachieved. Getting to the Carling Cup final, making the top 4, they overachieved. And right now, we're going to be seeing them play in the Champions League. I just feel that's like one slot wasted for England. There's nothing Newcastle are not going to. They're not going to qualify for Europa League. Because if I just look at, to even make matters worse, look at their UCL group again. It doesn't even do them a whole lot of good.
We'll get to that. We'll get to UCL. You'll get to UCL. So what's your top 4, Ubong?
Top 4, Man City, Arsenal. Will I pick? Also, we shouldn't just close our eyes and Tottenham are moving slowly and silently doing some peaceful things. So I'd say Man City, Arsenal, who again? Liverpool, Tottenham. Top 4.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, talking about Tottenham. We haven't talked about Tottenham. Okay, my top 4 prediction, I will always go for City, Arsenal, Liverpool, Man United.
Liverpool, Man United.
Yes.
So Man in 4th position.
Yes.
Okay.
And what's yours, Chris? Tell us what's your own top 4. Tell us.
So I don't think Liverpool would have a good season.
Why?
They're still very much unsettled.
Because they don't have a midfielder.
The midfield is just exactly. So probably we'll wait to see what happens in January. But looking at them now, looking at the squad now, I don't think they would do a top 4. Probably a top 6.
Obviously, we know that club is obviously gambling with the way it's going into this season because it's just attack and inshallah.
Yeah.
Because the defense doesn't look like when push comes to shove, it's going to hold waters.
So I'll go Man City, Arsenal, Manchester United, and Brighton.
Oh, that's a serious one.
And Brighton.
That's a serious one.
Then we're gonna have Liverpool and Tottenham top 6.
Hope you are writing down these predictions because we're gonna come back next week.
I already have it written out. At least we all agree Man City, Arsenal, top 2. Yeah. Not bad. But then again, being second place is not a trophy, so
obviously we know.
Yeah.
We know there's Champions League to win now. It's difficult. That is to me. So
Alice in Wonderland.
If you cannot win the league, you can come with the league. If you cannot win other ones, we shall win one. So there are 4 trophies to win this season. We already have one already.
That doesn't count.
We've got the Community Shield already, so
that doesn't count. Who counts Community Shield? That's a charity.
When Arsenal wins it, they don't count it. Pep Guardiola that's the only trophy that has eluded Pep Guardiola.
Because it's a charity game.
And the man is looking for it. Like you could see his reaction that day. The man is looking for it. Like he wants to complete it full circle and say, England. I think it's after he wins the Community Shield, he will now leave England. But it's not with us now. And you know, if they're playing the Champions League in our favorite stadium, Wembley, we don't lose a game at Wembley. Wembley is like Arsenal's second home. So if I make it to that final, bro, by shutting down the whole of England.
I think.
Yeah, go on, Thompson.
I think it is really nice for Arsenal to win the Champions.
It will be nice. What has nice got to do with football?
It's not going to be nice because we're winning it.
Nice.
We're winning.
We can't give out trophies based on nice. I mean,
why not? We're not asking for anybody to give us the trophy.
I would love to.
Arsenal would finish their group in second place.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
City would attempt another treble. You know, they probably will make it down to the UCL finals. Hopefully, they get to challenge United for it. So,
United, are you gonna make it out of your group? just asking, bro. Just asking. Are you gonna make it out of your group?
I guess the game against Bayern on Wednesday will tell the better picture.
Oh no, bro.
Of what happens. Because I believe while we're talking about injuries and all of that stuff that has hampered down on our season, I believe ETH has to be able to handle the situations. Like, make use of what you have to get the results done, regardless of whether or not Rashford is in the game or is at peak value, or whether or not you even have Bruno Fernandes available. Just make use of the players you have. You know, use tactics to win the game rather than individual brilliance.
Yeah.
You know, it depends so much.
What does he have?
What does he not have? What does he have that Brighton has?
What? Are you serious?
Exactly. What does he have that is so damning that he cannot play good football for 90 minutes?
He doesn't have the players who can deliver on his idea. That's just it. He doesn't have players who can bring his vision of how he wants United to play.
Not even the young players.
Not even the young players.
And can be molded.
I mean, more young players. The experience would count for them.
But if you say so, I want to ask, which players did Newcastle have last season?
You know. There's always this circle where you have one team that would always bring that surprise. When Leicester City won the league, we all thought they did not have the players. When it's just that you just get to that run of form that you're just in it, and you've got the right motivation, and everything just seems to, all the stars just seem to align and work in your favor. The team can ball, and you think they are the world best, but the next thing, they're peace, and that's it. So it's working all right now for them. They're good, but when you don't have the players who can actually bring you, when Arteta came to us now, you saw what Arteta was playing now. You saw how he was using the players. Like Chris said, he said use tactics. Arteta was playing 3 at the back, ultra defensive mode, and catch you on the counter attack. That was basically what he was playing till he started getting most of his players. So when he doesn't have those players who can actually translate how he wants to play on the pitch, he can't really. No matter how you tell him use the young guys, bring the young guys, it just won't translate. It just won't work for him because he feels he needs to get the type of players who would mirror what he wants to produce on the pitch, and that's what he feels the United don't have. And I'm actually right now, he's actually going to be forced to start using the young stars because obviously he doesn't have enough resources on his hand, and that was why the young man that came the goal on Saturday.
Yeah, Hannibal.
He had to bring him in because there was no option. Sancho is moving mad on the sideline. Wants to turn into a Twitter influencer. One part. Anthony is dealing with personal issues off the field. Like, I also feel all of these off-field issues are also having
the bad press
on his own because he's not making. So rather than youth, Ten Hag focuses on how his team wants to play, how he wants to get the team playing, or even the players. He's busy half of the press conference. He's busy answering questions about Anthony, Sancho, Greenwood, all of this stuff. Like the press
since the
always
season began, he has been answering questions as regards all of these issues and not actual football tactics.
That's the thing about Brad Press, because the media just keep asking you those questions. They forget about the game. And even if Man U had won that game, the question would be, now that United are in a rich vein of form, when would you integrate Sancho back into the team? And very soon they are losing. They'll start asking that question: when is Sancho coming back? You need to bring in your best
absence, the reason for,
and they're forgetting
the
losses.
Fact
that before now, Sancho wasn't even in the starting 11 to say he's United best. But they'll say he's an experienced player. When you're going through a bad run of form, you need to count on your experienced heads. But is Sancho really somebody Man United can count on at this point in time? Because I can't remember any time where Sancho had a rich vein of form since United signed.
Not in United.
Okay.
Probably at Dortmund.
But not in United, because he's not been able to deliver since he joined United. So all of these questions will start springing up, and I just feel it sort of just distracts the team away from the on-field issues, because half of the time he's busy answering questions about off-field issues, but man needs to focus on what's happening to his team and how they need to play on the pitch.
It doesn't even help. It doesn't help the players themselves. Having that back thought that whichever way this game goes, the media is still going to hand them on irrelevant issues as regards, the bad press and everything. And so you see players sluggishly moving around the pitch, their heads are not in the game. You see indecisiveness, rash behavior by Rashford.
No, Rashford just, he messed up that game. There were times where he should have just released the ball and just
make it easy play.
Look up, man. Just look up. Let the ball go. Release the ball. And at times I felt he was very, very passive in the game. There were times where he just like press, watch the ball.
Off the ball. He wasn't making that movement. He wasn't running down the players,
strolling around the pitch and all.
I think you would not even see Ronaldo, the GOAT, do. Then you see Rashford doing it. Like, you're not even there yet.
It was not just transmitting the right energy across.
It was terrible. It was terrible to watch. You didn't even make the top 30 Ballon d'Or list, and you're acting like you're the only, you're the savior of the entire team.
Because it's the key to the transition play now. Give Rashford the ball, and he runs with it. Rashford actually owns one of my defenders. He owns Ben White. So I don't know why. Actually, it's a psychological issue, because every time it comes up against that man,
that's a regular customer.
Yeah, like he owns that guy. He owns him in his head. Anytime it comes up against him, he's always going to score from that place.
But I think the first 17 minutes, we had a good game. We had a couple of clear chances. We easily could have probably put 2 goals past the keeper. In the first 17 minutes, and then the moment Brighton got their goal, in the 23rd minute, they just killed everything, and everybody
from then on, it was Brighton all the way.
Yeah, it was terrible to watch. But I think Rasmus Hojlund had a great debut at Old Trafford. Yeah. Ultimately, his runs, his positioning, he was sharp. Sharper than Martial.
So Hojlund actually looks like somebody who's out there to prove something.
Yeah.
Even in the game against Arsenal, he came on and he was lively.
Yeah. He won on that penalty that wasn't given.
No penalty, please, man. Please, man. No penalty there, please. There's no penalty there, man.
He bullied your guy.
He can never see. Hojlund was messing with the wrong person physically. Gabriel is the only defender right now. Physically, he's up there. Like, it's not going to allow you bully him physically. So he was messing with the wrong. But I like him because Hojlund has got strength. Like, he's fast. He's fast and he's got that strength. Like, he's a typical EPL player that would thrive in the EPL if he's given that opportunity. He just needs, because once him and Fernandez clicks, it's all over. He's going to score. He's going to score. And once Rashford gets his head up and provides the ball, he's going to latch onto it and he's going to score. He's going to have that rich vein of goal scoring opportunities. He just needs to keep doing what he needs to do. The goals will come. That's because it looks very exciting, basically. But the goals will come.
I totally agree with you on that. He has.
I think we lost you there, Thompson. But I think his ball control is something he probably needs to work on. He was losing the ball way too easy. He's trying to make a turn and boom, he just lost track of where the ball is.
The ball, right?
Yeah. He probably needs to work on that. Martial has seen that this guy would probably be a strong competition in this position, so he probably has to sit up or just leave the club in January because
Martial is never a competition to Ireland though. Martial is a backup to Ireland.
That's what I'm saying, but we need good backups still. We need to look at our bench and say, okay,
Martial cannot function again. That guy is way past his time. And man, you made the error of giving him a renewed contract. Because no team in Europe would offer Martial that kind of contract to go from United. No team. So he got that deal on his deal. And he just wants to run out his contract. That's just what he wants to do. Because I don't see Martial. Martial looks finished. Like, there's nothing more he wants to offer. How many years at United? I'm not sure he's had. So how many goals has he scored in his best season at United?
I think it was 20 or 21. I think they're about.
I don't know. Martial used to be. I think he feeds off mood. He's not consistent with his game because he relies heavily on mood to perform. He's that kind of an emotional player.
How can you be like that? So are you telling me that? So if the day I'm happy, I will not deliver at work. The day I'm sad, I will deliver at work.
It's that kind of situation with Martial.
What kind of intrinsic motivation is wrong with this man?
I don't know.
So it's when he's happy he will perform. When he's not happy, and he will just be working like he's been computerized.
I think United will not let Martial go by January.
No, definitely not.
Because we play EPL, Champions League, FA Cup, Carling Cup. The fixtures will come fast and thick. So we back up for Hoyland. And injuries, we don't play, but already it's affecting us. Manchester United have, I think, 12 players out. 12.
One is out.
Yeah, one is
2
out.
months. So we just have Reguilon and Dalot. There's no bench for those positions.
Is Dalot back?
Yeah, Dalot is back now. He played last game.
From where he was sliding to. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. I thought man was still on his way. He's back now.
I have something to say.
So at this point, it's just terrible. It's terrible.
What's your honest opinion?
Why you have a lot of off-field issues and injury issues to deal with like this?
Yeah. Obama, this question is for you. I don't ask it. I want your honest opinion. What's your take on the first 5 games of Andre Onana, Manchester United?
Andre Onana.
Yes,
first 5 games. Not comparing him with De Gea because I don't want to compare him with De Gea. First 5 games, so I'll see convincing. We already know what Onana will give you, which is the passes. He would give you the passes that you need. But my problem is, I'll say, okay, for example, the Arsenal game, I was very happy when they passed the ball to Onana and he kicks it forward. Because I knew there was nobody in United midfield that was going to get the ball. Even if United got the first ball, we're not going to get the second ball. So that's why I feel the team is not still complete for Onana to flourish. I'm still not sure about his how will I call it? I'm not sure about his goalkeeping. He still looks suspect to me in terms of ball handling and saving. But in terms of his leg, he's good. Against Arsenal, he showed that yes, he's very calm. But in terms of shot stopping, I'm not convinced yet. I'm not convinced about it.
Many United fans are saying we bought a ball playing goalkeeper, not a goalkeeper.
Obviously, though.
You can see their frustration because I thought the Brighton third goal. No, come on. He's going to catch the ball from Pedro. Ball he would have punched out. He's going to catch.
No, it's not still, in terms of shot stopping, I'm not still convinced. But in terms of playing the ball out of the back, doing those basics, being calm when the ball is coming to him, that one is fine. It's normal Onana's. That's Onana's strength.
These are early days. I won't judge him yet, but these are early days. But let me say,
I just feel if Man U gets the act right in terms of the right defense, sell Maguire, sell Lindelof,
you wouldn't need to make so many saves.
Because the only person that can survive in that back is Martinez, Butcher. Every other person, sell them. Varane is old already. Lindelof.
I saw an exciting news today that United is probably going for Jimenez, Atletico Madrid. January.
Oh, okay. That would be a good one though, because I don't see how you're gonna cope. I can bet you. You know you can never trust Maguire to do anything good at this point in time.
Maguire is out. I don't even see Maguire as a United player.
And even we didn't even remember we had Uncle Evans there.
Oh my God.
Who won't stop? For the first time, there's some level of confidence when you're passing out from the back.
Yes, that's what Onana gives you.
Prior season, when you're passing out of the back, you're scared there's going to be one error and then it's a goal. And that happened multiple times.
Because Dige cannot use his leg to save his life. But right now, if they're passing from the back, the confidence is there. But shot stopping, that's the main goalkeeping. Using the leg is second.
The goals we considered this season have been so easy. They've been so easy.
That's the thing that Onana needs to work on, because you're not going to be using your feet to save balls. You'll be using your hands. And I also feel the defense also does not transmit enough confidence to him. Because what now, teams will start taking aimless shots at your goal.
Yeah.
When they know that you're a keeper, you can always hit it, and the defense will not provide enough cover. Because Arsenal actually suffered from that when we had Cech and even Leno. And the defense was not strong. So we had Mustafi, we had Socrates, God. I was like death. They were just hitting shots from anywhere. We're just suffering shots. You'd see a whole Watford would have 35 shots at Arsenal. Come on. Because the defense was not even giving us enough protection. Because of not having what will your keeper do? You'll start aiming at him. So it just needs, if Man U fix up the defense and you have the right connection between Onana and the defense and who's going to be starting the play for you. Because at Arsenal, the play starts from the keeper, then it brings up to Saliba, then it moves to the midfield. So if you don't have someone who's good, for Man U, the only player you feel you can bet your life on that can pass from the back in your defense is the Butcher, Martinez. Yeah. There's no other person that you feel they can confidently give the ball and say, aside Martinez and Onana, there's nobody in that defense that you can give the ball and will confidently, calmly pass the ball out from the back.
Dalo is another problem. Dalo. Another problem. I see him as, how would I put it? He's trying to improve, but he's not improving.
Dalo is just. I think it sort of showed some shining light at the beginning of the season.
That was very inconsistent. Very inconsistent.
That's the thing.
But I think he's working on his defensive game.
And Wan-Bissaka cannot attack to save his life. Can't do anything going forward. Once he crosses the center circle, he loses everything.
He has one assist.
Seriously, one assist. That's good for him.
He was formerly a striker though. He was formerly a striker before he went to, Crystal Palace.
Then he probably forgot all the striking techniques now when he went to Crystal Palace. Because Wan-Bissaka is I consider Wan-Bissaka to be the best one-on-one defender in the EPL.
Yeah.
Nobody comes close to him. When it comes to 1v1, Wan-Bissaka is the best. You can't beat him. If he wants to beat him, he'll use that his trademark sliding tackle to rip the ball off you or kick it out. Yeah, so nobody beats him easily in 1v1. But when it comes to attacking, to jig, pure like that. That's the
thing. He works very well with Anthony on that position. He works very well with Anthony. Anthony understands the game. They have that chemistry they're building. So definitely 10 out of 10 times, Wan-Bissaka should be our preferred fullback, regardless of his attacking skills or whatnot, or lack of, that law, it's not up to par yet. It's not. Because the first role of a defender should be to defend,
Yeah.
Right? So we need that. And now we've lost him for 2 months. I think there's something wrong with either our training or our physio group, the physio team.
I have a theory, more like an agenda. I have a theory. You want to hear my theory?
Your Arsenal-based agenda.
You want to hear my theory?
Let's hear it.
Okay. So I have a theory in regards to Man U recent injury woes. So I think it's ever since Man United signed Arsenal former Arsenal's medical director, Discoli, or what's his name, Discoli or something. That's when you've been having all of these issues. And Man U fans were saying, "Would you please get this man out of our club and send it back to where you guys got him from?" So that's my agenda. You just resume with you guys. So whatever you see, you take it.
Well, it's possible though. It's possible because it's one too many. I mean, it's one too many. How is it that everybody's getting injured at the same time? And it's not light injuries. It's not, a couple of weeks and that's it. Everybody. No, we need to think about how best to, work on that. The only reason why Bruno Fernandes is not getting injured is probably because man has literally no muscles.
The team as a whole is going through a lot.
You said?
The team as a whole, United, they are going through a lot right now.
What do you mean by they are going through a lot?
Just be going through that, you're a lot.
Others are professionals. They should be able to handle whatever it is they're going through and put their best foot forward. I mean, I can't recognize Casemiro of this season. I can't recognize Casemiro.
Casemiro has gained weight. Can hardly move around the pitch. It's not just hits that form. It's not just hits that height. We all knew that Casemiro has gone past his best days. When you guys signed him, he's gone past his best days. It was just coming to just mop up and just play with passion. Because if you want the real Casemiro was 3-4 years back when Madrid were winning Champions League back to back. All you have now is whatever you see, you take.
But we're still able to count on his still
Yeah,
Where we
it's
count
only
on
the
him
experience, but in
crossing
terms
this.
of mobility, you can't guarantee that sort of mobility. And that's why I was happy Arsenal signed Declan Rice, because Partey is not somebody you can bank on right now. That man is actually like 40 years old. He's claiming 30.
Let's see what Amrabat offers.
That's one player.
Let's see what Amrabat offers.
Amrabat arrived and is he injured, or I heard he was injured?
I
or
don't
something
even understand it. They said he has injuries and he's going to be out for a couple of weeks.
So if Amrabat
can't even see him on Wednesday.
At least if Amrabat comes back, he can. When you want to play around football, you can pair Amrabat and Casemiro. Casemiro can be the sitting guy while Amrabat plays box to box, because he's still young, so he has the energy to at least mop up around the field.
I still think we shouldn't have let Fred go. We shouldn't have. We shouldn't have.
Fred, you left my brother in Christ to go, and you want to succeed.
We shouldn't have allowed Fred to go. I mean, we need reinforcements in that midfield. We can't count on McTominay, obviously. You know. Then there's this youth player though that we probably can use. What's his name again? Thompson. What's his name?
Is it not Angel Gomez or what's his name? No, not
Gomez.
No. Not that one. There's this guy that played against Arsenal. Is it the black guy?
He's short though.
Yeah, that ball against Arsenal, then he got injured during preseason.
Kobe Minor.
No, not Kobe Minor.
Which
I'm
one?
I'm talking about this other short guy. His name starts with a D. What?
Dan Gon.
Say that again.
Dan Gon.
Yes. Yes. He was on the bench against Brighton. I felt like at some point we'll bring him in, since we've already lost the game, but he went for Hannibal instead. I think we've lost the... Yeah?
We lost again. The Brighton game, is supposed to bring in Palisky earlier on also.
Yeah.
The other wing was not working. He's supposed to bring in...
At all, McTominay was not in that game at all.
He's supposed to bring in Palisky and Garnacho earlier. Garnacho will play on the left, Palisky will play on the right. You're supposed to take off
Rashford.
You're taking off Højlund. Then you're supposed to leave Rashford 9. You're not supposed to bring in Marshall. I don't understand, but as it goes, let's see how the season goes. But I think United will do well this season, but I don't think they are way off winning the league. I think top 4 will be a good achievement for the year.
What about the other cups? Carabao, FA Cup, UCL.
To be honest, I don't see Man United going anywhere in the Champions League. I think we'll be off good stage. Yes, we'll qualify for good stage, but round of 16 and the other stage, I don't think we'll go that far. So I'm talking about FA Cup and Carling Cup. I think there is where we try our best. I think in the FA Cup or the Carling Cup, we'll do more better. Because I think by then, our squad will have full squad. Currently, we have depth in our squad, but just due to some injuries, that's why we are facing all this crisis. We have depth in the squad. But we have players in the midfield that can play. We have Mr. injured. The other boy I called his name, Kobe Minor. He played well.
True.
We have players in the midfield.
If we have our full squad, we have options that can change the game. Yeah. I mean, a group like Bayern, Galatasaray, Copenhagen, we're supposed to finish that group. At least, if we don't top the group, we should be able to finish second place with the full squad back. But with this squad we have now, I don't think that's even possible.
United is going to finish the group second place because I think our way to United are away to Gala. I don't think they're going to win that game. I think the highest you can get from that game is 12.
Yeah.
So them coming to Old Trafford, United, we are going to beat them. Costa Rica, we are going to beat them home and away. Bayern, I think we are going to.
Are you there? Looks like I lost you a bit. So let's see how we do on Wednesday. Bongizu, you're back.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm back. Sorry,
Okay.
I was acting up. So I was saying, I heard you mentioned earlier that United was saying United. He doesn't feel United will do well in the Champions League, and I feel the only way United can salvage this season is if the injuries are fair to you guys, and you get all your players who are currently injured back. And it just carries you guys till January when you can see if the market will be favorable that you can get some players, because the market isn't favorable, man. If it still goes by all these overhyped transfer fees, then it's really not lead to there's very much United can do. You just have to pay the money if you want to bridge the gap. There are certain players that our team United should just have like a succession plan for to dispatch at the end of the season. And I mentioned some earlier, Marshall, Maguire, McTominay, because I don't see how all of those players fit into Ten Hag's plan long term.
Truthfully, if the club is not sold, if the club is not sold by January or before January, there's no incoming. I don't see any incoming if the club is not sold before January. They're probably just going to loan some players, some third option players, from the German league.
I feel the Reguilon signing is a good one. The loan deal for Reguilon is a good one.
That was the only guy on the pitch that was playing every ball like it was his last. And that's a loan player. He was the only person playing with so much zeal. I was so impressed with Reguilon that you would think the same Reguilon that was in display in Tottenham seems very different from the one we saw, on Saturday.
Reguilon is going to play. He's a very good player because he can attack, he can defend, and he's probably somebody who knows how to use the ball well. So
another player I'm looking at this season is Amad Diallo.
Yeah, but is he not back from his injury yet?
He's not back.
It's not full recovery yet. It's not even on the grass yet.
He's still injured.
I told you guys now. Very soon you'll believe this my theory.
We started the season looking very promising. We're so hopeful it was going to be a great season with Ahmad back, with Kobe Mano, with Holland.
That's what injury can do to you, and the love for women also. if Anthony had...
Yeah, just throw that in there.
If Antonio had been guided, all of this won't be happening. And if you guys had done proper orientation for Sancho on how to use social media when you're a club player, whoever advised him to do that just doesn't really like him. Or maybe
all this happens with the pressure of being a Man United player. Yeah. They're easy targets. Easy target. That's the truth.
I don't think the Varane injury was too much for me. So you play a game, nothing, you just off the pitch. I think United should get a new TB.
You know, Varane is old now.
Yes,
like I said,
it's too much.
It's a reoccurring. I think he needs to do a surgery for it once and for all. I think they're just managing it. They're just, patching it. He needs to do a surgery and probably go for like 3-6 months and just do surgery to resolve the entire ankle injury or the knee injury once and for all, because this cosmetic they're doing, he plays one game and it's off again. He comes back, plays 2 games, it's off again.
Yes,
it's not helping anybody.
I think United are the ones doing this. If you watch carefully, if you can watch carefully, Brighton, watch the way Martinez played. It was not 100% fit.
Yeah.
Martinez was... United have to force him to play because we are too scared of playing either Harry Maguire or Jonathan.
If we had played Maguire or Evans, it probably would have been 6-7.
Yes,
6-7 goals.
I think we need a new CB later in January. We need a new CB. And another thing United don't buy players in January. United hardly buy players in January. If you can check the history, United hardly buy players in January.
It's not even, it doesn't just apply to United. I think it applies to all big teams. Like
January window is not
it's not the time to go in and start buying except you're Chelsea. You can start buying anyhow.
So the most we'll see is just probably loan deals.
Yeah,
that would be it.
You can get a loan deal for a good central back January to be a bonus for the team.
Because you see, last year January, Arsenal was supposed to sign. Or this year January, Arsenal was supposed to sign Caicedo. Yeah, you saw what happened with Brighton.
85 million pounds rejected.
So that was, and for them, they were very, very happy and laughing because they got their money, they got what they wanted, and good for them. They got it from
Brighton is doing good business.
They got it from who's ready to spend that kind of money. Chelsea.
Next summer, they probably will sell Mitoma to Chelsea or Arsenal still.
As in, bro, you can't rule out that fact though.
You watch the game, Chelsea playing West Ham, where they played Caicedo and what is it called, Enzo. It was like waste of fun. The both players are so expensive, and the team who beat the West Ham midfield of what price?
It's just
so we all agree Chelsea will probably be bottom 10.
No, not bottom 10. They might make it to the top half of the league.
You think?
At least that's progress now. That's progress. Make it to bottom.
Who would they take off?
They can take off wherever they want to take off for top half of the league.
I think West Ham would do good still.
Yeah, because they started very, very well. Hopefully they're able to maintain that. And just to cross over to the Italian league, where do you think Napoli would finish this season?
So with Napoli, it's dicey. Their game is looking a bit one-sided. I watched their previous game against Genoa, and they had very few clear chances on goal, right? It looks like the change of manager is beginning to affect their tactics.
Yes.
You're seeing Osimhen really getting the ball, making 1,000 runs and not getting the ball. You see the manager picking what's the name of this guy over Rui, and we know Rui is the key guy on that left back position.
Yes, I think
so most definitely top 3, but they definitely will not be winning the league.
Yeah,
totally agree on the coach issue, because the style of play Napoli played last season with this season totally different.
Very different.
Yes, the new coach is trying to impose his ball playing style to the team, of which I think it will take a few more time for them to blend the team to blend into its own pattern. But going forward, I see the attack is very good. I don't really know. Napoli, but I think they won't the league this season. I think they forgot that. I think this time around the league will be favourite for Inter and Juve.
Well, for me, it's just so sad that Roma are not in the best of form, because I don't understand what Napoli are playing. I probably, if there was a third force, I would just say they won't make the league. They won't make top 4 this season. But I'll probably say, yeah, Inter, AC Milan, Juve, and Napoli, just to sneak them. But I've not really been convinced by, like Chris said, changing manager obviously has affected them, because their play is not just it this season. Drawing games unnecessarily, games you're supposed to be winning and killing teams. You're conceding any. And I also feel the sale of Kim.
Yeah.
That also has also contributed, affected them defensively.
Jesus is not up to par.
Because they've been shipping in goals.
Yeah.
Anyhow.
Talking about AS Roma. Yesterday they won 7-0.
Yeah. They say don't be fooled by that 7-0 victory. Let's not be fooled by that 7-0 victory. Because with Roma, they're like fair weather. Today is looking all good. Tomorrow it will turn sideways. So I'm not really moved or convinced by that fair weather. Not fair weather. We've been recording for how many hours now? Napoli.
I think we're in 1 hour 17 minutes.
Oh my, that's some hours. Lazio are the greatest.
It was 1 hour 30 minutes, so round off.
Yeah, I'll say Lazio are the greatest pretenders. They would always show up as if they want to do something in the league.
Yeah.
When it matters most, they just falter and you can't find them anymore. So I've learned not to even count on Lazio, because Napoli was once like that too. They would mount pressure, lead the table, and when it matters, they just fall and Juve just come and win it. But right now, as it stands right now, the league is looking all like Inter, like the team that really stand the best of chance to win.
Signing was really nice, bringing in Marcus Thuram, an experienced player, for a free transfer. It was really nice. Yes, because of this signing, they tried to tie up Lukaku, it didn't work, so they let him go. And I think the signings are clean up.
What about the Bundesliga? It's looking very exciting, very, very exciting.
More exciting, but when it matters most, we did stand up to Bayern.
I think they will. You saw what Bayern Leverkusen was able to do.
Yeah, after last year's Dortmund and their final day crumbling, man. Don't really trust what those guys can do. Like, finally it was close. I watched that game, like I was watching it live. I'm like, what are these guys doing? Like,
it was both sides actually. It was both sides losing the ball so easily.
And now Leverkusen,
I'm hoping Leverkusen, shocks the whole world, because they're looking very promising. Very promising.
Promising, but the thing about the league is sustainability. Can you sustain that momentum? That's what Bayern has always had as edge. When push comes to shove, they always have the players who would rise up to the occasion and come through for them. Bayern Leverkusen, they've signed Xhaka. We have Boniface.
Boniface. Call him like a Nigerian man. Boniface.
I love his style of play, Boniface.
Yeah, the guy looks like the guy can play, he can hold the ball, and he can come into midfield, hold the ball, create space. Just the way he did for Nigeria, where he created the last week. He can come in deep, hold the ball, and
it's the same Odion Igalo
type of thing. Player. I just felt against Bayern Munich, he missed a couple of chances that he could have.
Yeah, clear chances.
He missed a number of chances.
It's now the absence of experience.
Yeah.
I think Xabi Alonso is doing a great job. He's doing a great job.
Of course. Man is getting his team playing the way he wants them to play. And that's why I say about coaches, people that really have talent for football, not the ones that learned how to play football at the academy, e.g. Lampard, Gerrard, Gary Neville, the Neville brothers. Those ones learned football from the academy. They can't transmit it.
There's one thing about these Spanish players I come to understand that when I head coaching, let's start from the likes of Arteta. They have a particular style of play. They love to play what Zazi, the way he's coaching, his pattern, keep the ball on the floor. Watch, what's it called? Leverkusen. They play the ball on the floor. So I think Spanish coaches, they are doing a really good job.
I just wish the English folks can borrow a leaf from them.
And learn. Because they are doing a good job.
To really do them, Lampard has had opportunities has gotten shot at biggest jobs, but he's not really been able to do anything. Probably cinema. Only time he was successful was when he was at Derby County. That's it.
That was a brief success.
Yeah. But when you bring him up to teams that really, really count, it just seems to fall short. Because he's not able to deliver on it, which is quite sad.
All right, this has been a good run.
Before we go, please predictions on. We'll just pick few games and look at. We're not gonna pick. I'll just be calling out the game. So predictions. Chris, take note of the predictions or take note of the predictions. We'll come back. We'll look at who got it right and who got it wrong. I'll just pick a few games from top teams from the Tuesday game. Let me see. Okay, let me start with for Tuesday, PSG Dortmund.
Okay.
What do you think? Who takes it? Let me make it easy. Who takes it?
Something go.
I go in.
Let me prepare my notepad.
Okay.
Seriously. They don't have a chemistry.
So PSG Dortmund. Thompson goes for Dortmund. Okay. Yeah. Chris, what's your own prediction? PSG
is our home.
Yeah.
It's definitely a PSG game.
Yeah, same here. I go for PSG to win. I go for PSG to win, regardless of their poor home form. But Champions League, I go for them to win. PSG to win. They've got a good coach, but I don't know what. Enrique, may you not be sacked. Lazio, Atletico Madrid. This looks like they're evenly matched.
Who plays in?
Lazio.
I think it will be a new guy thing for Atletico. I think I go for Lazio.
Okay, you go for Lazio. Chris, how about you?
Same here. It's a Lazio game.
I go for a draw. It's called draw. 1-1. It will most likely end at. Other games are simple, easy, and straightforward. Okay, let me do this one for the English folks. AC Milan, Newcastle. Thompson. You go for what?
Draw.
You go for a draw.
Draw.
Yeah.
This man is bold.
Yeah.
Wow. You have to much believe in Newcastle though.
Chris, what do you go for? AC Milan, Newcastle.
AC Milan to win with a goal from Chukwueze.
AC Milan to win 3-0. I'm adding that as bonus. Okay, we'll go to the second match day. Let me look at the games. Second match day. Okay. Bayern Manchester United. Oh yeah.
That's a draw. That's a draw.
Thompson, how about you?
Bayern all the way.
Bayern all the way. Same here. Bayern all the way. Arsenal PSG.
But don't forget, Manchester United like surprising teams.
Please, no surprise in this
Please,
one.
no surprise anywhere. Except we're surprising them to lose. That's no surprise.
That's the surprise Chris is expecting, that they should lose. So, Arsenal PSG. Arsenal to win, straight win. 2-0.
Arsenal to win.
Chris.
Arsenal to win 4-1.
I think all that gives are straightforward. So I think we've had a good run for our test run. So this is actually good. First episode, we've had a good run.
Yeah, hopefully we have a more clear agenda going forward.
Yeah.
Possibly kick out on trending news topics during the week. Talk about and break it down. And so can we agree to do our recordings every Monday? Same time?
Yeah, same time for time zone. Yeah.
Yes.
10 p.m.
Something.
Yeah. Yes, good. And I also want to add something. I think we should talk about each team in the EPL. The EPL is the most watched league in the world. We talk about each team in the EPL. We start from the top to the bottom. Each team, at least it is 5 minutes to take for each team, and never more than 3 minutes.
We'll see how we can cover that, because we don't want to be biased to just focus on EPL.
Yes. That's why I say each team. If we go Manchester United 4 minutes, Arsenal 4 minutes, City, Burnley, Everton. But I think
what would you say about Burnley? They're gonna get relegated. They're not escaping that. Okay. All right. No worries. We'll see how we can cover that then.
Okay.
All right, guys.
Thank you very much. It's been a good one. Thank you.
All right. Adios. Till we'll come your way next time.
Yeah.
Bye.